following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Well, we passed a few landmarks here, of course. Despite distancing, washing our hands, and wearing a mask, and following Fauci's instructions for almost a year and a half now, yesterday or the day before, we passed 32 million infections. Let's see, it's 32,224,194 infections and 576,645 dead in the United States. That's 25% of the world population of infections and world population of deaths. We're 25%. We're the leading one, number one. Despite our medical technology, we have the worst record of all the countries in the world combined. Okay, there's something terribly wrong here. Well, let's look a little bit. When you look at today, we just started getting results from what's going on in the last 24 hours. Florida has already hit 9,000 new infections. I think they had that once before, about 6 months ago or something like that, but usually they run about 3,000 to 5,000. So now 9,000 infections in Florida. All those spring breakers and motorcycle gangs rushing down there to Florida because of the sunshine. Pennsylvania has 6,000 infections, and that's the only big states reporting here. So we'll get to the others tomorrow. But at any rate, New York is past the 2 million mark. They've been running at 1,950,000 forever, and suddenly now, yesterday, they passed the 2 million mark. So now New York is at 2,000,173 infections and 51,000, almost 52,000 dead. Okay, so you have to appreciate there's several things going on here. You must remember, and they're bragging about how many vaccinations there are and so forth. And really, what we want to look at is what states have the most infections. Okay, and give you the top 8. California is number 1. They have 39% Hispanic and 8% black. Texas has 39% Hispanic and 14% black. They're number 2. Florida, 25% Hispanic and 18% black. New York has 19% and 19% Hispanic and black. Illinois is 17% and 16% Hispanic and black. Georgia is 9.5% Hispanic and 34% black. They have the highest black population in the USA. Ohio is 3.8% Hispanic and 14% black. In Pennsylvania, is 7% Hispanic and 13% black. Now, they have the most infections and deaths, those 8 states. Now, you have to appreciate that when you look at the world, which I do, I'm dealing with 50 countries, so I have to look at the world, and you learn that the Asian countries do very well compared to the European countries and countries that kind of were influenced by Europe, like Mexico and the Philippines and so forth, and little countries like Puerto Rico are having a terrible time. So what's going on here? Well, it's a dietary thing. It's not a racial thing. It's a dietary thing because all the states and the communities and the countries and regions that have the worst record are ones who live on wheat, butter, and oats, and the ones that have the best record, least amount of infections and deaths, are Asians or follow an Asian-type diet. And that's kind of weird. Well, that's because there's little or no gluten in an Asian diet. When you compare Japan and Mexico, which I like to do, because Mexico is our neighbor. Mexico is number 2 behind us. Okay, we have 32 million infections and some change, and 576,645 dead. We do here in America. Mexico has 321,000 dead and 2.2 million infections. So they're number 2 in numbers of deaths in the world. Japan, the same population as Mexico, has only 9,000 infections versus 321,000 infections. Japan only has 484,000 infections, whereas Mexico has 2.2 million infections. So in both infection numbers and deaths, Mexico far, far, far outstrips that of Japan. And it's a dietary thing. It's not a racial thing. Mexico is a classic Latino country and just live on every kind of wheat, barley, and oats, and they drink it, they eat it. Or Japan, everything they eat and drink is made from rice and beans and squash and maize and seaweed. No gluten. And so the seaweed is their form of supplementation. Seaweed and algae has the minerals from the sea, goes into the bone marrow, and allows your bone marrow to make white blood cells and antibodies and so forth to go and kill and eat the virus. Vaccines, and they come up with all these different variants to blame on why the vaccines aren't working for some people. Okay, and I predicted that, if you remember, over a year and a half ago when Fauci came out and said, oh, this COVID thing is a nothing. It'll be gone in a couple of weeks. And we have the TV interviews of him saying that. Just distance, wash your hands, wear a mask, and by the time you wash your hands a second time, it'll all be over. No big deal. It's a nothing virus. Don't worry about it. Well, now, we're the number one, we have the number one number of deaths and the number one number of infections in the world following his advice, because he didn't tell us protect your immune system, take your 90 essential nutrients, get off of gluten, and eat like the Asians. Get off of gluten so you can absorb the nutrition to go to your bone marrow and make the white blood cells, antibodies, red blood cells, and platelets. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Longevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Longevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product, and don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Longevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Longevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 90 Life Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Now, there's a lot of people who a long time ago made up their mind, I'm not getting the vaccinations. Okay, that's up to you whether you get the vaccination or not, right? That's up to you. It's not required by law to get it, okay? But if you're not going to take the vaccination, which is one piece of your immune system, right? Be sure you're eating like an Asian. Stay away from wheat, barley, rye, oats, and live on maize, corn, rice, sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed. All right, and we'll get into that in a minute. And you want to take our colloidal silver, put 2 droppers full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal, and 2 droppers full 30 minutes before going to bed. I've been doing it for 25 years, and the colloidal silver kills just about every kind of virus and bacteria and fungus and yeast you can name, okay? Everyone you can name. And so you get the hint. And so basically what you want to do is take that, stay away from gluten, take your 90 essential nutrients, take the big hammer. You want the big hammer in the toolbox, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack and the MSM and vitamin D3 and the collagen and collagen peptides to make sure you can make bone marrow so your bone marrow can make white blood cells and red blood cells and platelets and antibodies, okay, that your immune system is your bone marrow. And so do that. And then, in fact, I'm supposed to give a lecture this weekend, a Zoom up into Canada for a whole society that doesn't want to take vaccinations, and they want to know exactly what to do to maximize their immune system so that they can sleep well, knowing that they're better off by doing the dietary thing and the supplement thing than they are taking the vaccination. But if you do both, that's up to you, okay? And so this is not difficult, but you have to be, what they say, you have to be on it, and you have to be dedicated to doing it right. And again, I have 50 comparisons between an Asian community and a European originating community. And then I have one comparison where, you know, the Ojibwe Indians from Minnesota and the Navajo Indians from Arizona, they're both Native American peoples. They both come from the, I think it's the Cherokee Nation, or bands of the Cherokee Nation. And yet the Navajos have 30,000 infected. Ojibways have 27 infected. Ojibways have 0 dead. And the Navajos have 1,247 dead. What's the difference? The Navajos eat gluten, and the Ojibways have been eating wild rice and algae from the Great Lakes for 400 years. This is not difficult, but you have to change your line of thinking. Okay, let's see here. Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I've got a story headlined, Drinking Coffee Could Reduce Your Risk of Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. They say Americans drink about 400 million cups of coffee every day. Turns out coffee can be good for your brain. Recent study showed that it may reduce your risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And according to Elizabeth Rothenberg, a registered dietitian with the Kristianstad University in Sweden, wrote a report on how diet influences the risk of developing brain disorders. Reviewed previous studies looking into the effects of coffee on the development of neurodegenerative diseases, and she found that evidence of regular coffee consumption can lower the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. In fact, it can even help with curb some of the symptoms of those diseases. And another thing she found was that men were more likely to benefit from the effects of coffee compared to women. Previous studies show that drinking coffee can after the onset of Parkinson's can improve motor activity. Existing literature suggests that drinking coffee can help lower the risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And prior to this report, it had only been kind of suggested that there was a possible benefit from drinking coffee, but now they say it may prevent inflammation, which is associated with most chronic diseases. So there you go.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's great. And of course, you know, Longevity, we have Jovolution, and we fertilize our plantations. We own them in Nicaragua, right? And so we bought the coffee companies, we bought their plantations in Nicaragua, and so we fertilize our coffee plants with our Bloomin' Minerals, 75 minerals. And so, you know, I drink maybe 2-3 cups of our Jovolution a day, and we're expanding our coffee availability around the world. Okay, we bought a big manufacturing plant down in Florida to package more coffee. And I can go on and on and on about brain diseases and coffee, but thank you, Doug. Good one. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If weight loss is your goal, try Longevity Slender FX Keto Caramel Weight Management Bars and Shake. Designed to enhance any low carbohydrate or low glycemic diet by supplying the energizing and filling protein dieters need without unhealthy excess carbs, a keto diet known for its low-carb intake, pushing the body to produce ketones from fat. Used as energy, a state known as ketosis, by using fat, not carbohydrates, as fuel in this metabolic state. A keto diet supports and promotes healthy weight management. For optimal health, with this system, you should be able to lose 1 to 2 pounds each day. So, what are you waiting for? Start helping people today with your own home-based business.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And when you look at India, with 1.4 billion people, about the same population as China, we have 332 million. Okay, we have one-fifth the population of India. And we have 32 million infections and 576,000 dead. India has 13 million infections, about one-third of what we've got, and 169,000 dead. Again, about one-third of are dead, okay? And so why is it? Well, two-thirds of India, actually three-quarters of India, lives on rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash and seaweed. Only about 5%, okay, of the deaths occur in the southern 20 states and 7 territories, and 95% of the deaths occur in the 9 northern states. Why is that? Well, the 9 northern states live on wheat, barley, rye, and oats, and every place else in India lives on rice and sweet potatoes, beans, squash, and seaweed. Well, duh, there you go. And so no matter what comparison you make, when you look at the different diets, it's a dietary thing. It's not a racial thing. There you go. Okay, let's see here. Charmaine?
Yes.
Do you use the pink Himalayan salt from Youngevity?
I don't know if we do or not. I don't cook. I'm not the cook here.
Okay, but you know we have pink Himalayan salt.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if a doctor were to say to you, don't use salt because you're going to get high blood pressure, would you believe him?
No, because they lie, and they're stupid.
Yeah. Well, they're ignorant in the area of nutrition, that's for sure. The salt has 2 very, very important essential nutrients in it, okay? Sodium and chloride, both of which are required for everything from digestion to cofactors and various biochemical reactions to cells talking to each other and all that kind of stuff, manufacturing hormones, everything, and digestion, the basic stuff. Okay, and so when a doctor says, now don't use salt because you get high blood pressure, that doctor should have his license suspended for 30 days. He should be required to go take a course on all the good things that salt does. Well, our Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt, has 84 minerals in it. Our Rebound has 75 minerals in it, our sports drink. And I use the pink Himalayan salt, the plain, on my breakfast. I use the pink Himalayan salt with a black ground pepper in it, or a little spicier for dinner time on my sweet potatoes and rice. And then, of course, I drink 2 of the 12-ounce cans of Rebound twice a day, in addition to my 90 essential nutrients, which I take. I've been doing it, let's say here, twice a day for 73 years. I've been gluten-free for 73 years. And I don't have any pre-existing conditions. I don't have any of these things called the metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, diabetes, kidney disease, heart disease. I don't have any of that stuff, and I'm 82 years old. And so these things are not genetic. They're not autoimmune. They're just simple nutritional deficiencies. So when a doctor says, get rid of salt out of your diet, you got these problems, that translates to I've got my tuition due for my kids' college registration. Double your order for Himalayan salt from our Savor division, our spice division. We have safe salad dressings and so forth. Look into our Savor division and add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, do have some open lines. Give us a call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the ultimate tangy tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as tangy tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 90th Live Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to get a hold of my books and CDs and DVDs and get the tools you need to understand what we're talking about here, not only for this pandemic, but we're talking about adding 25 to 50 healthy years of your life, getting rid of the metabolic syndrome, getting rid of high blood pressure, diabetes, Alzheimer's disease. None of these things are genetic, okay? None of them are genetic. Kidney dialysis. I don't care if you've had RA, rheumatoid arthritis, for 40 years. We can get rid of it because it's not a autoimmune disease. It's actually a bug infection, mycoplasma infection on top of a nutritional deficiency arthritis. You take the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack, to MSM, vitamin D3, and throw in some minocycline, which, like bait fish, minocycline, which is an antibiotic, will kill the bug that produces the RA part of the disease. You can have rheumatoid arthritis for 40 years, and in 40 days, it'll be gone. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Alberta, Canada. And Byron, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Byron, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
I developed some eczema over a month ago, and eventually turned into a infection, which is on both my legs. And I got some antibiotics from my doctor. It did take away the infection. However, about last week, a little over a week ago, infection came back, and my doctor wants to put me back on more antibiotics.
Okay, well, let me ask you a couple of quick questions here. How old are you, sir?
32.
Okay, and how much do you weigh?
I weigh 240.
240, okay. And how tall are you?
I am 6 foot.
Okay, do you have any other issues like bowel problems, like constipation, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulitis, anything like that?
Nope, nothing like that.
Okay. Do you have anything like high blood pressure or diabetes?
I checked my blood pressure yesterday. It was 159/80.
Okay. What about diabetes?
No diabetes.
Okay. Do you have any low back problems and sciatica and stuff going on in your feet and legs or your hands or arms?
No.
Okay, so your only real complaint here is the eczema that keeps coming back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Charmaine, are you there?
Here, yeah. And
okay. What's happening here?
It's a gluten problem, no question about it.
Yep. Okay, so what should he do about the gluten?
He's got to get on a diet with no wheat, barley, rye, or oats. No fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils, and it'll all go away. But he needs to be on a healthy, at least a healthy, I would get him on 2 healthy brain and heart packs.
Yeah, 2 healthy brain and heart packs of full dose everything twice a day. Get rid of all the wheat, barley, rye, and oats. I know that Canada is a wheat-growing country, but you're going to have to live like an Asian, live on... What grains should he eat, Charmaine?
Well, he can eat rice and, stuff like
corn
that.
And sweet potatoes and beans and squash. And what would you give him for seaweed?
For seaweed, I would give him the Fucoid Z.
Okay, Fucoid Z, get 2 bottles of that. To take 3 of those capsules twice a day. We also have Ocean's Gold, which is from a different ocean. I take 3 of each twice a day because they come from 2 different oceans, so they have different mineral levels and different contents and stuff. But, then give us a call every couple of weeks. But get rid of that gluten and eat like an Asian and take the 90 essential nutrients. And you will have a great testimony in 2 weeks and 4 weeks and 6 weeks. You'll help a lot of people with your story. Back after these messages.
And that does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. Lines open.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And, of course, being overweight is one of the biggest the metabolic syndrome pieces that get you in trouble with the pandemic, the coronavirus, COVID-19, and all the other bad things. Most of the people who really get seriously ill or die are obese, okay, because it's a nutritional deficiency, which is reflected in your bone marrow not getting what it needs. So one of the things you need to do, in addition to taking your 90 essential nutrients, 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, if you weigh over 150 pounds, you also want to take at least one meal a day, or a keto caramel meal, either the shake or the bar. It doesn't have to be the same meals every day. And you'll lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day, okay? Plus you're getting your 90 essential nutrients, and you want to stay away from all the bad stuff, the fried foods, the processed meats, the oils, the glutens, wheat, butter, oats, and sugar. so you can absorb all this stuff. And you're going to seriously increase your ability to deflect and defend against all kinds of infectious diseases, as well as add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Angels Camp, California. And Greg, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello,
Greg,
Doctor.
you're on the air. Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, thank you for taking my call. Quick rundown. I'm 83 years old, 5'8", and only 154 pounds. And
okay.
I've read your book, and I've been on your. Matter of fact, right now I'm using your plant-derived minerals. And,
okay.
I have used your tangerine supplement, but my main problem is I have low red blood count. Now, I have followed the Asian diet quite a bit. Matter of fact, this William Lee that put out a book about Eat to Beat Disease, and I raise my own vegetables, try to eat as much as that out of my garden as much as I can.
Okay, we'll stop there.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
When we start saying as much as I can, which means you might have one cheat meal a month, or do you work in a bakery or anything like that?
No, I don't.
Do you have people? Do you live by yourself? Do you live in the house with other people?
No, I'm married. I have my wife and I. That's all. And
okay. Does she eat gluten?
Yes, we both do a little bit, but
okay.
Not
Stop
very
much. Right there.
Yeah.
Stop right there.
Okay.
It's kind of like shooting yourself in the head once. Okay. Will that hurt? It's only going to be once. Okay. Now, Charmaine. What's going on here? He's got a low red blood count. He's 83 years old. Weighs, let's see here, 150 pounds. What would you say is going on here? Why does he have a low red blood count?
Well, because he's not absorbing the nutrients in the food, which is not a lot, anyway. But so you've got to be gluten free. You can't cheat. You're only cheating.
Yeah,
yourself.
and so what happens is, when you're eating gluten, it kills the lining of your intestines. Your villi go away, and you can't absorb efficiently, even if you're supplementing properly. And your red blood cells are made by your bone marrow. If your bone marrow doesn't get the nutrition to make red blood cells, this is a signal. It's kind of like a temperature. When you get a fever, the odds are you might have an infection somewhere. Well, when you have low red blood count, you're missing nutrients. Now, is that because you're not I supplement? I take your minerals. But you're getting gluten once in a while. Okay, well, that's once in a while too much. So what would you recommend here for Greg, Charmaine, at 150 pounds?
Obviously, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, no burnt animal fat, no fried foods, and no oils, and that alone is going to help him a lot. And then I would get him on a healthy brain and heart pack and vitamin D3 for absorption. And I would get him on some MSM and...
Fucoid Z?
Yeah, Fucoid Z,
Not if. Yeah, he needs the algae, right? Now.
Yes.
And here's what we need to do, Greg. This diet thing is unimpeachable. You must get rid of all the gluten out of your life. Your wife has got to get rid of it out of her life. And then you supplement properly, as Char laid out. And then call us every couple of weeks, because your red blood cell, after about a couple of weeks, your red blood cell count should start going up if you're absorbing the nutrients. When your red blood cell count keeps going down, no matter what you do, except, if the doctor wants to give you iron shots and B12 shots, is he giving you shots or just prescribed iron pills for you?
No, they haven't. But he's noticed my red blood count is going down every time they take a check, and now he's at a point. He says he wants to take a bone marrow, inject a specimen out of my bone marrow.
Yeah.
And,
okay, because he needs tuition for his kids to go to college, and so what he wants to do is give you a bone marrow transplant for $100,000 so he can pay the tuition. Okay. So what you do is follow Char's suggestions there. Get rid of all the bad foods out of your diet. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, brown rice, no sugar. Get on those 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of everything twice a day. And you need to live on nothing but corn and rice and sweet potatoes and beans and squash, and then you throw in the Fucoid Z, take 3 of those twice a day. Also, you're going to take the vitamin D3, take 3 of those twice a day. The MSM, take 3 of those. I'd take three times a day, maybe 2 bottles a month of the MSM, so you can rebuild your bone marrow, because your bone marrow is dead. You're 83 years old. You've been eating gluten off and on. Your wife's eating gluten off and on. You wash your clothes in the same washer and dryer. You prepare your food on the same preparation counter and table and everything. And so you're cross-contaminated while you're losing red blood cells, because you cannot. And what happens is you'll get a hemorrhage somewhere. You're probably going to have a low platelet count also. If they ask your doctor, how's my platelets? My platelets low. But you want to buy some time. Say, hey, I'm going to go check out another doctor. I don't want you sticking no needles in my bone marrow. So I'm going to go, I want a copy of all my records here so I can give it to another doctor and get their opinion before I decide what I'm going to do. In the meantime, you're taking your nutrients, you're staying away from the bad stuff, and we'll rebuild your bone marrow. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Oklahoma, and Priscilla, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Priscilla, you're on the air. How can we help you? Hi, what's up?
First off, I just want to say we love you.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you.
I used to have
Today's your
vertigo
birthday?
really bad.
Oh.
Here, let me take you off speaker. I used to have vertigo really bad.
There, that's better. Oh, thank you. How long did it take for it to go away?
Thank you. I still have like only 10%, but it's 90% better. It took like a year.
Oh my!
Maybe
Are you
less,
off of gluten?
maybe more.
Are you off of gluten?
Well, I just heard your last deal, and I'm off, but obviously I need to get stricter because, like, my husband's cheating, and, so I definitely need to be gluten-free. I don't eat bread or flour or nothing like that.
Yeah, but see, you need to wash your... if you wash his clothes, then you need to then run a empty washer with soap and water in it, right? And then you wash your clothes. You can't mix your clothes with his because you're going to get cross-contaminated from what he eats.
Well, I decided when I get home I'm
assuming
throwing away the bread and taking out the flour.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you just got to get rice flour, right, and cornmeal and that kind of stuff, okay?
Okay. I was going to ask you, I take all your vitamins, most of them. I was wondering, I'm getting age spots and like my, like a couple red spots on my face, and I'm starting to get gray hair, and I'm only 38.
Yeah.
And
do you have any varicose veins or spider veins in your legs?
I just have one or two, and then I have like a little one on my face that looks like it's coming up.
Yes. Okay. Stop. We got to run to a break here. We'll come back with you after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Longevity has been helping people promote optimal health among others for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness, and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local longevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. Carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's original roast, a perfect blend of mellow and smooth with just the right full-bodied depth to make an aromatic and enjoyable cup of coffee. Traditional as well as organic and fair trade options also available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local FDI Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. Got a little shortage of time here, so I'm going to go ahead and take this first one, and Char and I will come together for the next one. But Priscilla, I need you to get rid of all the bad stuff, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat bran, no sugar. I need you, if you weigh less than 150 pounds, you take one healthy brain and heart pack per month and 3 of our MSM tablets twice a day. If you weigh more than 150 pounds, I want you to take 3 of the MSM tablets 3 times a day. It'll be 2 bottles a month, and 2 of the healthy brain and heart packs per month, the full dose thing twice a day. Your hair color will come back, the spider veins will go away, and to help you get rid of the age spots, the stuff in the healthy brain and heart pack, there are nutrients in there that will help you do that. But you also want to get one of our great anti-inflammatories is Cell Shield RTQ. Go ahead and take that, and that's going to help with getting rid of inflammatory stuff. Call us every couple of weeks. Let us know how it's going, but you're going to have to be on this tight. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Said to North Carolina, and David, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, David, we only have a moment here, so please get right to it.
Okay, I got glaucoma. I want to know what the best lineup you have to bring my pressure down and to improve my vision. I do have one eye that, go ahead.
How old are you?
I'm 62.
Okay, and how much you weigh?
180.
Okay, and how tall are you?
5'11".
Okay. All right, any other issues? How about pressure, diabetes, arthritis?
No other issues other than that.
Do you have gray hair?
It's coming, salt and pepper.
Okay. And then do you have any varicose veins or spider veins in your legs?
No, I don't, but I do recall I do have another issue. I have tinnitus.
Oh, tinnitus, yeah, ringing in the ears, okay?
Yes.
All right. Charmaine, what's going on here, David?
That's osteoporosis of the skull.
Yeah, and the skull is squeezing the optic nerve and the artery going into the back of the eyes, as well as the veins coming back from the eyes back into the brain. And this can create the pressure in there. And so you want to do is exactly as we've just said here, to take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. The MSM, I'd go ahead and take 3 of those 3 times a day. That's 2 bottles a month. Vitamin D3, 3 of those twice a day. And Char hit it right on the head. Glaucoma, tinnitus, these are all part of the concept of osteoporosis of the skull. What book, should David get to read, and so he understands what's going on here?
It's all in your head.
It's all in your head. And you can go to, David, you can go to www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com. Get a hold of that book. Give it to everybody you love. Give a copy to everybody you love. You get breaks in prices when you buy more than 10. And it's all in your head. It goes into 25 different diseases people get when they have osteoporosis of the skull. And you go to ear, nose, and throat doctors. You go to eye doctors. You go to dentists. You go get hearing aids put in. You get all this kind of stuff. You go to balance clinics. You get every kind of thing you think of. Bell's palsy, trigeminal neuralgia, ONA, which is what you got. ONA, optic nerve atrophy, is what's going on here. Plus, the blood vessel is going into your eye and coming back out of your eye, being squeezed by your skull. And it'll blow your mind how fast things get better. I had a wager. I beat this eye doctor, in this wager, and he had to pay for supplements for 27 of his people who were legally blind, 6, 8, 10, 12 years. He was blaming it on glaucoma and degeneration of, macular degeneration kind of thing. And so I just gave him one of our supplement programs and got him off all the gluten. And in 90 days, all of 27 could read 20/20 without glasses. And they'd been legally blind 6, 8, 10, 12 years. It just kind of knocked the wind out of him because he'd never heard of anything like that. And he'd been to one of the best eye doctor schools. He's an OD, I think they call it, optic doctor, optician, or whatever they call him. Okay? And so at any rate, go kind of that direction. Call us every 2 weeks. Call us every time you go visit the doctor. Don't drop off of your medication for the glaucoma. But as the pressure gets less and less, you can reduce it based on your doctor's recommendations. Well, thank you, everybody. Great stuff today. Thank you, Charmaine. Superlative job as usual. Doug, God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.